Rajashri Mudaliar. Unfortunately, she had to leave for a pre-planned trip, so she's not here with us, but she was instrumental in having all of you over here. Panna Hazarika. Panna, there you go. Sunil Kumar. And my mentor, Dr. Madhavan. Where is Dr. Madhavan? Okay. Thanks to all of their efforts, we have a diverse representation from various Indian organizations in San Diego. In show of support, please raise your hand when your organization name is called. I'm going to quickly run through them. So, Ahana, yeah, Cone, yes, now some of you are multiple organizations, so show your support for all of them. Cry, Ekal Vidyalaya Foundation of USA, FIA San Diego, Gujarat Association of San Diego, House of India, Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh, Saikat Bengali Association, San Diego Indian American Society, San Diego Tamil Sangam, San Diego Telugu Association, SD Nari, Seva International, and Telangana Association. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We also have representations from the two public universities in San Diego, San Diego State University
There you go.
and University of California, San Diego.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for your participation. We're also grateful to all the elected representatives and organizational leaders, along with their staff, who are present here to welcome Ambassador Taranjit Singh Sandhu to our city, to our beautiful city. San Diego County District Attorney Summer Stephan. Congressman Scott Peters, representing the 52nd Congressional District. Congressman Mike Levin, representing the 50th Congressional District. Congressman Darrell Issa, representing the 49th Congressional District. UCSD Chancellor Dr. Pradeep Khosla. Council Member Barney Von Wilpert, representing District 5. Poway Unified School District Board of Education Trustee, Dr. Darshana Patel. San Diego Union Tribune Publisher and Editor, Mr. Jeff Light. And Port of San Diego Representative David Yao. Thank you all for being here. And now it is my pleasure to invite Consul General of India, Dr. T.V. Nagendra Prasad, who assumed his role in July of this year at the San Francisco Consulate. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Prasad.
Namaskar to everyone. Good afternoon. It's a great honor for me to welcome Ambassador here. I think, after he took over as Ambassador, this is the first visit to West Coast, and then this is the first stop. So I think San Diego is... I'm also thankful to all the three congressmen here, honorable congressmen, made it today, and other senior city officials, and then district attorney and council member. We are so happy that at this short notice you could come here. Beautiful day, and also the historical ship, also named after as Star of India. We are very happy to have here, and Ambassador Sandhu. I think he has deep insights into American polity and then India-US relations. We are all guided by him from Washington. And for the community at San Francisco Consulate General, we are always there, an email away, I can say. And we have been in touch, but no, only virtual sessions. I hope now things are being opened up. We will be meeting more in person also. With these few words, I would like to thank all the names whoever is here from the community. At very short notice, they have organized this beautiful function, which indicates they have made this home, this place as home. And sir, I must mention here that the Indian community has been achieving greater heights here, which is evident. We have here Chancellor Pradeep Khosla. Many others are very, very distinguished academicians in universities here, in both the universities. We have students here, and we have professionals, we have businessmen. So what else? A cross section of Indian community contributing richly to this place, and also contributing to India and US relations. I hope this will continue, and then we look forward for Ambassador's address and then Congressman's address. Thank you very much once again from core of my heart for making this event so successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Prasad. Now it is my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce His Excellency, the Ambassador of India. Ambassador Taranjit Singh Sandhu is one of the most experienced Indian diplomats on US affairs, having served in the Indian mission in Washington, D.C. twice earlier. He was Deputy Chief of Mission at the Embassy of India in Washington, D.C. from July 2013 to January 2017. Earlier, he was First Secretary at the Embassy of India, Washington, D.C., responsible for liaison with the United States Congress from 1997 to 2000. He has also been at the Permanent Mission of India to United Nations, New York, from July 2005 to February 2009. Prior to his current assignment in Washington, D.C., Ambassador Sandhu was High Commissioner of India to Sri Lanka from January 2017 to January 2020. He had also served at the High Commission of India, Colombo, earlier as the head of the political wing from December 2000 to September 2004. Ambassador Sandhu was Consul General of India in Frankfurt from September 2011 to July 2013. He has worked in the Ministry of External Affairs in various capacities as Joint Secretary, United Nations, from March 2009 to August 2011, and later as Joint Secretary, Administration, heading the Human Resources Division. He was Officer on Special Duty, Ministry of External Affairs from December 1995 to March 1997, and was responsible for liaison with foreign media in India. In a distinguished career spanning over 30 years in the Indian Foreign Service since 1988, Ambassador Sandhu started his diplomatic career from former Soviet Union, now Russia, where he worked as Third Secretary Political and Second Secretary Commercial in the Indian Mission from 1990 to 1992. Following the breakup of Soviet Union, he was sent to open a new embassy in Ukraine. He served as head of political and administration wings in Indian Embassy in Kiev from 1992 to 1994. Born on 23 January 1963 in a family of educationists, Ambassador Sandhu studied at the Lawrence School, Sanavar, and graduated with history honors from St. Stephen's College, Delhi. He pursued a master's degree in international relations at the Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Ambassador Sandhu is married to Mrs. Reenat Sandhu, who is a senior officer in the Indian Foreign Service. They have 2 children. His interests include books, movies, and outdoor sports. Ambassador Sandhu assumed charge as Ambassador to United States on February 3, 2020. Ambassador Sandhu presented his credentials to the President of the United States of America, Mr. Donald Trump, at the Oval Office of the White House on February 6, 2020. Please join me in welcoming His Excellency Ambassador Taranjit Singh Sandhu.
Thank you so much. As you can see that the world has changed ever since I presented my credentials. That's how quickly. So when you are going over my CV, I was also reliving all the years which I've spent at different places. But what a beautiful city, what a beautiful day, and as you correctly pointed out, my Consul General did, that this is perhaps my first visit out in the West Coast. So I'm delighted to be here. I'm thankful to all of you, the cream of the city. You are representing different organizations. You have all been so successful in your respective areas that I'm truly indebted to the fact that this afternoon you actually found time to come in here. Let me first start by thanking all the three congressmen, Congressman Issa, Congressman Peters, Congressman Levin, and all the other prominent representatives for coming here. I've of course had an opportunity to interact with each one of them in a different way, but coming in and coming to this fantastic ship, I mean, I could actually, reading about it is one thing, and actually coming and seeing it, very, very different. And of course, hopefully, next time I'm around, I'll match it whenever it's sailing out for the day. I can get a trip in that. So thank you so much. As I mentioned initially, it's correct. I've had almost 2.5 decades, if not more, of experience of United States-India relationship. And the relationship has grown. And here I may permit me to mention that the US Congress played a very critical role, and it's bipartisan. When I came for the first time in the late 90s, it was the US Congress which actually saw the potential of our relationship. And very strongly, I recall a number of people over the years, when I was speaking to Congressman Issa, I was sharing, many of the chairmen who are heading different committees were actually freshmen in '97. So if you look into, I'm not going to go into names, but the relationship has been steady and upward. And why not? We are both democratic polities. The most important aspect is that we can actually sit across and talk about our differences and resolve them. That's the strength of the United States, and that's the strength of India. And I think nothing was more reflective than the recent spurt we had in COVID-19. Our cooperation over this time around was amazing. The administration came out big time, starting from the president himself. He picked up the phone and called the Prime Minister and said that, look, we stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Tell us what you require. And also reminded that a year ago, when the situation had struck, India helped out with medicines. Whatever United States asked us, despite the huge requirements back home, we ensured that they were supplied. Just to give you an example, one of the first cities when it became normal I visited was Philadelphia, because the mayor had picked up the phone at that time and asked us on 2 million masks, and we ensured that they were provided from India. That's the kind of a strength which we have. So The US administration ensured 7 plane loads, one after another. The US Congress, whether Republicans, whether Democrats, different caucuses, Hispanic caucus, Black caucus, progressives, as I said, Republicans, I can name them. All of them came out in support. We had nearly 250 congressmen and senators tweeting out, speaking out, and expressing solidarity with India. The business industry, 350 to $400 million worth stuff was provided, whether it was oxygen, whatever was required. And finally, the people in the United States, particularly the diaspora. I know each one of you connected with your relatives, with your areas. So that was reflective of the kind of relationship there is.